why don't you show me how to play your new game, Dan? You got an Atari?
Hello and welcome to Moonshot Studios. I am Ben, and today we are playing some Industries of Titan. In case you don't know what Industries of Titan is, it is a sci-fi city builder that kind of has kind of a cyberpunk look to it, and some very futuristic yet dystopian themes. It is an indie game. It came out, I think, just a few months ago in full version, although it's been in early access for at least a year. But it's pretty cool. I've been playing it a little bit lately, and I am on the third map of the campaign. So that's where we're going to be starting today. Not sure how far I'll get, but I've been trying to hone in my strategy, and I think I've got it pretty much there. Anyway, so here's the main menu, and so we'll just go ahead and oh, actually no, this is the main menu. So we'll go ahead and continue where I left off. Now I've named my company Trash R Us because that seems like a good name. Let me just make sure. There we go. And so I've also, since this is the third map, I've also, when you beat a map, when you progress through a map, it allows you to spend points on other things like upgrades and such that will carry over to the next part of the campaign. So our starting resources, like the starting money and the starting amount of workers I can have and such, is going to be a little higher than what it will be when you first start the game. But it's just kind of a perk of playing through. I'm a little disappointed that like the research and stuff doesn't carry over. It would be cool. You have to re-research everything and re-buy everything, even though it's the same. You know, you're working on the same company, so. I think that's kind of funny. And the game overall looks fantastic, plays really nicely, but the experience isn't super deep. You can get, so far, I feel like I've experienced all the systems in the game in the first map. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some updates, some DLC, some expansions that give us more buildings, and stuff like that. Anyway, it'll make more sense once we're playing. So I'm just going to continue my campaign here. Once again, it is a beautiful game. Artwork is fantastic. It's kind of like this pixel art kind of style, and you know, it's just really neat. Just a really neat. So the first thing that we got to do, and I have it paused, as you can see. The first thing that I like to do is kind of look around and see what we have. So this is our spaceport. I have not unlocked it yet because we don't have any artifacts. It's interesting that the mouse isn't showing up on the capture. Let me see, what else? So we've got the ruins of a past, I don't know if it's a past human civilization or if it's a past alien civilization. And again, this is Titan. It's a moon around Saturn. And so this is far in the future. We're colonizing it. Well, corporations are colonizing it, just like any good sci-fi. And so we've got our spaceport here. We have our council building here. Council kind of oversees all the different corporations. And so we're actually in competition with other corporations, which we can see here. So this is where we keep track of our victory points. So when we do certain things in the game, we'll get more victory points, and ultimately to get a bronze victory we have to get 20, and then 25 for a silver, and the gold is 35 points. So if I turn off my camera for a second, you can kind of see over here on the left side, these are different milestones or different things we have to get. So like this one's called Hoarder, hoard 200 waste. So when you dismantle a building or when you create something or whatnot, it creates waste, and you have to figure out how to manage that. This is a very resource management intensive game, although it's not. It could definitely be more intense. I haven't really had much of many problems playing it. So, what do we have here? So, here's our headquarters. Our headquarters is kind of in control of everything within this yellow area. And then everything in the blue area is where we can build. And so we'll expand this out. You expand it out by buying plots of land with favor. Favor is automatically generated up here in the top left corner. And it just generates over time. And there's research you can do and buildings you can build that can actually make that go a lot faster. It can raise the cap. And so first thing though is we need our employees. So I'm just going to hit play. I'll probably be fast forwarding this later, but for now, I'm just going to go normal speed so I can think about what I need to do. So here our workers are coming in. Now, in order to research things or convert people to employees or get more civilians, we need these artifacts, and to get the artifacts we scan the ruins. So scanning is free, so we'll just hit survey on all of these, and there's actually, I think it's V, yeah. Right click here, and we'll just have our guys scan all this stuff real quick. That's probably good for now. So they're going to survey it. These little circles are going to appear above the building, and we click on it, and it says, okay, this one has 15 level 1 minerals, 8 waste, and 2 artifacts. Right now, we kind of need the minerals, so I might dismantle buildings that have minerals and no artifacts. So we'll go ahead and claim that. And it doesn't have to be touching a place you already have claimed. The only time it really matters is beyond the yellow border. Like I can't get this because, you know, this is not part of my command area. So we'll just see what some of these other buildings have. We'll claim this one. Because the ones with the little red beaker means artifacts. I mean, it kind of looks like a beaker. I don't know if it actually is. But those have artifacts, so we'll probably want to use those for artifacts. Some of these buildings are lit up. Like you see this one's lit up kind of a pink color. Down here it says it absorbs pollution. So that's one thing you have to manage is your pollution and methane levels. Methane is a gas that you can use to generate, to fuel your electrical generators, and pollution will damage your buildings and hurt your citizens. So you want the methane gas, but you don't want pollution. And I actually don't see... So methane gas is pink when you're in this mode. And we actually don't have any really good methane areas. Like, I'm sorry, hexane. The hexane here is 30%. 30%. So hopefully once we expand out, we'll find some better hexane areas. Because even right on these crevices, it's not very high. So So we bought some of these areas. We're going to go ahead and salvage these ruins. We'll get this one. We'll salvage that. We got 2 more we can do. Let's see. This one. And I just love the soundtrack of this game. It's very... Sometimes it reminds me of StarCraft. Other times it reminds me of other kind of sci-fi movies. It's a really neat soundtrack. So I'm really only interested in the ones that are in our realm of influence here. So, now what makes this game a little different than a lot of other city builders is a few of the buildings you can actually go inside of. So here we are inside the command center, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build some storage for all those minerals we're about to bring in. So they're going to go ahead and build this using minerals we already had. And hopefully we'll be getting more minerals here in a moment, because 5 minerals may not have been enough to... Oh no, we needed 10 minerals, so... but see, they're bringing more minerals in now that the surveys are done. You might notice these patches of green. These are isotopes. And so this would actually be a good thing to start grabbing as well. But all these isotope patches are 40 favor. So we gotta wait for this to come up. So we've got favor up in the top left. In the top left, we also have our citizens, which is 0 out of 0 right now. We have our employee management, which is 8 out of 18 right now. We have our ship employees, so when we start building ships, we'll put employees in those to control them. Spaceport migrations, we can't really do this yet because I need to purchase that. Our advisors are just people that can help us with various things. I don't really use this much. I don't know if there's actually a good reason to, now that I know kind of what I'm doing, sort of. But then here's the research tree. And this is handy, although we won't be able to do much because we don't have any artifacts yet. But we have the HQ upgrade. Burrowed cost. I've never used burrowed, so I usually don't even research that. I'm guessing when a building, you can burrow the buildings, and I'm guessing once they're burrowed, they don't take damage from attacking ships. Or maybe they take less damage. I'm not exactly sure. What do we have for this one? This is another HQ range. So we have a max employee limit and an HQ range, and then when you unlock the sort of the bridges going to these nodes, kind of looks like a circuit board, it reveals more of the tree. So we'll get more into that in a minute. Leave. And we've got 29 now, so only 10 more. So we can actually start grabbing some of these. Like this one has an artifact. Claim that. That one's got an artifact. So we actually probably won't get any isotopes for a little while here. So I'm going to bump this up so we're going a little faster. This over here on the right side of the screen says Rebel Camps left. 2 camps left, so we've got 2 rebel camps somewhere on the map. And so the threat level's at 7% right now for the first wave. Once this red bar gets all the way over to the right, that means we're going to get attacked. So we have to make sure that we're getting ready to deal with that. And to do that, we unlock technologies down here. These are different buildings. So the main one would be a defense turret. That's what we would get to defend. Our population buildings, these are handy because this is where your non-employees live. So all your residents, your citizens, can live in your residential building. They work in the offices. The office is what you do to raise money, which is really funny. We'll get into that once I build it. Here's some power buildings, and again, we need Xthane to fuel our power generators. And then we've got our storage facility and our transport hub. We don't need either of these right away, but they come in handy pretty early on. And a factory. This is probably one of the first things we'll build. But first of all, I want to purchase an energy plant, purchase a fuel turbine, and these take gold to unlock it, and then you have to build it. And then I also want to purchase the defense turret. So we've still got some money left. I'm not going to purchase anything else until we start actually making money. And to do that, we got to build. So up here, these all mean that these little red tabs that came out from our minerals and such. That means we are out of space for those. So we'll go back in here and we'll build another storage. We'll also build another waste. Put one there too. Let's go ahead and take these artifacts, those artifacts. I'm not really concerned with pollution right now. So we'll take all those artifacts, and you see they're just taking the building down. Our artifacts are going up, which means we can work on some of this research. So this range is +1. Burrowed cost, and so I think the first one, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And you see how that kind of revealed two others. So mining drones, that'd be a good one to get next, because it speeds up our mining on the patches. Device construction time. Devices build pretty quickly already, so I actually don't really mind that. So we'll come back in a minute when that's done, and we'll research another one. We have enough to start grabbing one of these isotope patches. And I also want to build a factory. Okay, our research just finished. I know because this thing just grew a little bit. Also, we have plenty of artifacts now, so I'm going to go ahead and get access to our spaceport. And this will show you all the ships kind of in the area, and they refresh every 3 to 4 minutes. And so using our favor, we can call down ships. Now, I don't have any place for people to live right now, so I'm not going to call anybody down, but we can change that. Actually, I want to go out and see. So the Xthane in this area is 30%, but that's as high as I've seen it in any area around here that we can build on. So I'm going to go ahead and build my power plant and stuff in here. These buildings can be expanded. They can be made bigger. You can add floors. Right now it's just one floor with one area. Excuse me. So when you enter a building, it brings up the build menu. So we're going to get our fuel fabricators. This pulls the Xthane out of the air, and it'll generate fuel for our power plants. And I think, yeah, might as well build a big one. Just so we're not, like, starved for power right away. So they're going to go ahead and build that. And I want to just go ahead. This will store the fuel. So if this thing gets shut off or for whatever reason, we won't run out of electricity right away. We'll eventually run out. And so that is all taken care of down here at the bottom of the screen. We'll see a little flame for our fuel info, and then we'll see a little lightning bolt for our energy info. Okay, so this means it's not connected to anything, and so it's disabled. So we'll go ahead and start building in here. What I want to do is I'm going to build a couple of residents. Oh, I can only build one right now. We're going to need more minerals. Let me see if there's any... Sometimes there's mineral only places or ships coming in, but this ship also includes two people, so I can't use that yet. Research is ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the patches update. Enhanced mining drones. So what do we have? Reduced fuel requirements. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. So as soon as that's done, we'll move over to this as a reduced fuel requirement for energy plants. It's exactly what we want. And the research tree is random. Like, you never really know what you're going to have access to. Okay, so we're going to need to pull down a couple of more places. These all have pretty good amount of artifacts. Claim this. That one's got a lot of artifacts. So you can either take the resources or the artifacts. Can't have both, unfortunately. But because we have a fair amount of artifacts, plus these other buildings have quite a few in them, I'm just going to take the resources for now. Just so I can start building stuff again. So these are relays. They take the electricity and they're able to pass it to the other objects in the room. These technically don't need electricity and apparently also don't need to be connected to that. Just the gas somehow is sent between them. Not really sure how, but everything else has to be connected with relays. And there's relays for inside the building and relays for outside the building. Alright, so now that this habitat pod was built, we can now have 2 citizens. And I'm going to build another habitat pod because I have the money. We'll put it here. And a monetization system. Now the monetization thing, this is what gets us our money, our credits. So we have citizens, and they go into these monetization stations and they watch ads all day, and the ads are what generate our money, which I think is just hilarious because, I mean, capitalism, right? So we have room for 4 people, so I'm going to go ahead and build 4 of these. And we're going to need another relay probably. Maybe 2 more relays. So these will generate the money, which we'll use to research new buildings and also pay our employees. Alright, let's go here and we'll pull down this one because it has 4 citizens already. So that'll land. These guys will run in here, and oh, it's a work schedule. So hopefully they'll jump right in. I do feel like the hours are pretty good. You know, it's like it's mostly leisure and sleep, and then they work. I think it's like. Oh yeah, here it is. So leisure's from 4 to 2, 4 p.m. to 2 a.m., so that's 10 hours. And then sleep is from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m., so that's 6 hours. And then 8 to 4 is work. So what is that? that is 8 hours. But I only work 8 hours a day, and that's actually something I kind of wish you could change if you wanted to be a real slave driver. Anyway, so our employees are in their monetization pods now, and they're watching ads. And I just think that's great. That's so dystopian. It's perfect. And so they're just going to watch ads for 8 hours. Oh, apparently. That's funny. He should be standing in there, but he physically cannot get there. So I wonder if I'm still getting... Yeah, it says citizens with jobs 4. So I am getting credit for that. So this isn't the best layout in the world. I just kind of threw it together. What's really cool, though, when you do have a layout you like, you can actually save it as a blueprint. And the blueprints do carry over from campaign to campaign. So, like I have my small monetize building here, which is probably what I should have just used. And we can do that actually by upgrading this, but I'm going to wait. So you can upgrade your building, and this is how you get it to be multiple levels. The problem is when it's being upgraded, everything inside of it shuts down. So I'm going to wait until the workday is over because I want to maximize the amount of money I'm getting. I'm going to wait until the workday is over to upgrade that. So in the meantime, I think I'm going to unlock the storage facility because we're getting pretty full on all of our stuff, and I don't want to keep building storage in there. So we're going to go ahead and build 2 storage facilities. I'm going to build 2. I'll show you why in a moment. Let's see. We've got plenty of favor. Oh, see, this is tough. Tons of minerals, tons of isotopes, because the 2 and 3 actually are much bigger. So if I have a level 2 mineral, it's actually worth 5 times. If I have a level 3 mineral, it's worth 25 times. So one level 3 mineral is worth the same as 25 level 1 minerals. So this is tough, going between artifacts or minerals. I think once I do have enough to buy it, I'm going to go for the minerals and isotopes, because I definitely need those more now. This one, not so much. See, that's a good one, too. Okay, so that building's complete. That one's still being built, so we're going to wait till they're both built. Are we still... Okay, we're not working, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. It added another story. I don't think these take electricity either, which is nice. So these will store everything, but as you can see here on the right side, you can actually, tell them to store different things. So now, instead of upgrading this, we're just going to connect them. And I don't know if there's a huge benefit to connecting all your buildings this way, but some buildings it will offer you. Like if you have 2 factories connected, you get 20 extra tiles per room. So that's updating. I just really love the art in this game, and like this is just a very industrial cyberpunk look. So now this has 440 storage total. So they're going to start putting a bunch of the waste in there. This now has 2 levels. And so we can go up to level 2. We can go to my blueprints, and we don't have enough to apply this blueprint yet. We need 56 minerals, so we'll wait for a minute to do that. Okay, so we can claim this now. So I'm going to go ahead and salvage that for the minerals. And I'll do that for that. Okay, we're done with our research. So this is fuel requirements, -3 for our power. So we're going to grab that. Yeah, it's kind of a Blade Runner-esque. I mean, the whole thing, like, once you start packing out this area with buildings and stuff, the whole thing kind of has a Blade Runner feel. Yeah, we're going to definitely want to get rid of some of this stuff. Man, the Hexane is really low on this planet, or on this area of the planet. So this over here, this is like a ancient like structure monument. So you can claim that, and it'll up your favor. This is a minerals quarry, so we'll be building a mine on that later. So what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to expand out this way, because there's 2 things I can see already that we're going to want. So I'm probably going to build a command center right here, which I believe is already unlocked. We just need to raise enough money to do it. But we don't need it right away, so get it going here. We're going to go to floor 2, look at our blueprints. Between minerals 1 and 2, we have enough. So I'm going to apply the blueprint. So it looks like I had a much nicer layout for... So I have my living areas, I've got the monetization stations, I've got the relay. I have a large relay here, so it covers pretty much the whole floor. We're pretty close to it. I have an energy bridge. Now this will allow us to connect to things outside the building. And then we have another fuel lab and another power generator. So down here you can see we have +3 electricity, which will actually go up once these relays are built. And we have +4 on our fuel, which is good. So right now it thinks we have 2 energy grids, but pretty soon we're gonna once this bridge is built, it's gonna merge them together. Or at least it should. Actually, that's a really good question because the other one's downstairs technically. Okay, so it looks like this bridge did not connect to the lower floor, so we'll just build a bridge down here somehow. And I could just dismantle everything on this floor and add the blueprint we just built to here, but I don't think it matters. That got built without them having to walk over there, so now we have +6 on our grid. We only have 1 grid. So that's the way I like it. I haven't had a problem with only having 1 grid. So let's see what research we have now. These things go pretty fast in the beginning and then they start slowing down. Extra long pipes. I don't necessarily need that. Reduced device. Yeah, that was the same thing. Unlocks level 1 ship. Increased habitability. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Habitability, I think, will lead to better options for the ships coming in. So that's one thing, because right now our habitability is only 21%. So that's one thing that'll help us eventually. We are outpacing our employee salary with our daily income, so that's good. We'll soon be outpacing it by quite a bit more, because we have room for 8 citizens now instead of just 4. So I just brought down 2 more. They'll go to work. And okay, it seems like a good spot to pause because I do have to go to the restroom. So we'll pause here, and I will be right back. Alright, I am back. So I just ordered 2 more people here. I could order 1, but I'm going to wait for 2 more passengers to show up. There we are. We're going to take the artifacts on that one. This is an energy relay, which is kind of handy, but I think I'd rather... we'll just leave that for a minute. This one's got 4 artifacts. Definitely going to take the artifacts from that. Let's build here. So let's see, we need 400 minerals to build the defense. So I might build another factory here. Alright, we're making some pretty decent money now. Yeah, we definitely want to make our way over here. This guy's just standing out there. Well, these are both energy relays. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow, that was quite a sneeze. So I'm going to go ahead and connect these two. Oh, it was doing work. That was a bad thing. I did a bad. Alright, so now we have our super factory. So we'll go in, level 1. It's twice as big, plus an extra 20 tiles right in the middle. So in here, one of the things you can do with factories is you can build processors, and the processors can change a regular mineral or a regular isotope into a level 2, and then a 2 into a 3. So we're just going to build level 1 processors, and I like to put 2 tiles on either side, and so this should work, because then what you have to do is, this is sort of the middle area, and then you have to add an input module. So in that case, this one's going to be a mineral input module, and so you have to have the plugging into the unit like that. This is a isotope input, so I'm going to do it like that. So then, theoretically, your workers will come in, they'll drop the mineral in there or the isotope in there, and it'll go into the processor. Next, what you need is an output module. So, whatever they're working on will come out. And I totally just put those on wrong. Luckily, it's not too, it's fairly forgiving mistakes like that. And then, so that's the input, processor, output. And then you also need a employee module, which is essentially just a place for the employee to stand to do their thing. Oh, and I ran out of minerals. So I'm going to go back, and we're just going to knock down some more buildings. So we'll take those. I don't know what these transmissions are. I usually just ignore them. Maybe it's something I shouldn't ignore. Alright, so we'll get some more minerals. We're doing great on money. Yeah, this is all good for now. Unlock a residential building, just so we can get that going. Let's see what our research has in store. Reduce building repair costs. Not too worried about that. Sometimes you have to go through one of these just to get to a better one. Employee limit, yeah, might as well do that. We don't need it at the moment, but we will. I haven't made any new employees yet, just because I wanted to get my economy going. Alright, so we should have enough. Okay, so then build another employee station on this side. Okay, so you might have noticed nothing's happening, and that's because there's no power, because we need one of these power relays. Each one of these takes power. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've only got a +6, so we're going to definitely need to build another power generator, which we can just do right here. And the outputs is going to go right into the power generator, but that's alright. We'll probably also want to get another one of these guys going. Because this power generator is probably going to eat into this. Eat into the fuel a little bit. Oh, good. That's good, but it's also good that we're building that. And we need even more minerals again. Oh man, 6 artifacts, yeah. We gotta do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the one of these two places. Yeah, one of these 4 places. I'll put the gun. All right, so that's fixed. That's going. So now we need one of our relays. I'm going to get this as close to between them as I can. Now I'm leaving a gap there because we also need to build these waste modules. One there. And build one there. So now in theory, both of these should be turning on. Once they get employees, they'll be able to pull stuff in. So we're going to slot one. So now they'll take minerals, put them in here. It'll turn it into a level 2 and spit it out. They'll go put it back into storage. And we could actually build, once we have some minerals, we could build a storage like in here, you know, just to make it quicker. Yeah, I might just get rid of that. I don't know. So now we have an isotope ready. He's going to take it, put it somewhere. And so that means now we have 4 level 2 isotopes. And we have one of these ready. So they'll come and get it when they can. I've noticed you don't really need to have them accessible. I'm actually quite surprised. I mean, this still works even though the animation shows the guy standing out here. But you actually don't need these to be 100% accessible for them to actually still work, which is kind of nice. Because then, you know, which I kind of like it from a practical standpoint because, you know, you can fit a lot more stuff together if you don't need to leave room to actually move. I don't like it as far as like a realism, you know, because, yeah, it's like, well, there's no way they'd get over there and be able to do that. Yeah, see, he was able to get that. So, not a big deal, but just kind of an interesting decision they made. I'm going to put... Yeah, see, I don't want to... Maybe I can put it here. I don't really want to block the way, because I do like some realism, so... I mean, they're going to be putting most of the stuff out here anyway. So we need to wait for this to get up to 400. Now, right now I have it set, if you look at the very bottom of the screen here, it says auto currency, and it's checked. That means this number here is everything combined. And it's everything, it's all the construction units from the minerals. So it's everything on the right column there in the yellow. Which is a nice way to show it. But you could, if you wanted, you could actually switch this over to just 1s, 2s, 3s, or back to auto. The reason you would change it to 1, 2s, and 3s is if you were building something and you only wanted to use level 3 minerals or level 2 minerals or whatnot. Level 3s will give you a higher quality build and more reliable and stuff. I don't really worry about it too much for buildings, but I think for when we start constructing spaceships, it's a lot better to use level 3s because that means everything on the ship is going to be high quality and won't be damaged as easily in battle. The buildings I'm not as worried about because you can repair those as they're being attacked, which is nice. It's kind of like StarCraft in that way. So we need 400. So they're converting pretty much every isotope 2 into every isotope 1 into an isotope 2. So on the next floor, so on floor 2, maybe we'll do the isotope 3 conversions, which will be these. Oops, not those. These. Oh, we can't build them yet. Oh, that takes quite a lot. Okay, I may wait a while to do that. Since we can use 1s and 2s, we don't really Let's see, I'm gonna salvage that. Take the artifacts from there. We'll scan this. And might be almost time to build a residential building, and that way we can call in more people and then convert people to employees. Just so we can get stuff moving a little quicker. In fact, I might just... What do we got? Energy drinks, movement speed, fire pollution, citizen waste, that's a good one. Gatling gun. Reduce conversion waste. Repair cost, yeah. Mine, that's a good one to have too. I don't know how to get there yet, so I think the energy drinks is what I want. Yeah, definitely gonna want some more workers as soon as we can, just to speed things up a bit. I'll go ahead and go into fast mode. We're getting close to having to build this defense turret. I don't think I need it quite yet. Where'd the music go? It was so cool. Oh, 34 is a little higher. It's good to know. So we're getting closer. So in the bottom left, we have down here, right below my face, we have our mini map. And so using that, I can kind of guess that attacks are probably going to come from the right. So I think I might put the turret right here, actually, right next to the factory. Or maybe right here, so I could build my apartment complex right there. Oh, that's grid 2. Oh, because it's only doing that. I need to build a... I mean, that's not bad, I guess. I would like to combine the grids. One of one. Okay. And the music's back. Yay. So it looks like 2 of my citizens died. 3 of my citizens died. This happens on occasion. It's alright. Probably because the habitability is, or current livability is only 22%. That's okay. So we now have our 200. So I'll be able to build a proper apartment building. This is good because it's actually a lot better living conditions than living in the factory. Which, are we in working mode yet? Almost. Once we're in working mode, I'll take out these 2, so that'll be 4. Because I do believe the house gives us a lot. It'll probably give us like 30, I think. Okay, so that'll give us 40, but this needs to be upgraded because this is our energy pylon, but as you can see, this is just out of reach. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that, so then its new reach will reach. To use that word too many times. Once it's powered up, I can get rid of the sleeping areas. And maybe fill them. So we're going to dismantle. Dismantle. Yeah, see, that one's not... Oh, well, we probably don't have enough people. That's why. Alright, so we're going to dismantle those. We're going to go up to floor 2. And we're going to dismantle these ones as well. Just because we don't need them anymore. So it'll take less power, which is nice. Let's see here. Salary negotiations. It's a good one. Let's lower their salary. You know, like a good boss. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to build some conversion pods. This will help convert citizens. Oh, well, I guess I should probably get some more citizens. Let's get 8 more of them coming down. I'm going to build some conversion pods. I really don't need a whole lot of these. I think I'm just going to build 2. Probably going to need some more power and stuff. Yep. Okay, so we might just make this more of a power plant up here. Let's build another one just for the heck of it. And maybe a couple more monetization stations, because we'll definitely need that. Let's go back to floor 1. Yeah, step 4 here. It's randomly spread around. Okay, that's fine. So we've got that many, and then let's see if we can get more. Oh, 6. Space put shortage. Yeah, okay. That was worth it. Okay. So now we've got 14 more people coming. So in order to convert people into employees, you need to use one of these conversion capsules and use an artifact, and that'll convert. Now we have 2 conversion capsules. It's great because when you click on just one, you can actually apply employees or citizens to all of them. So the citizen comes over, they get into their conversion capsule, and then they get out, they throw up, and then they go to work. It's great, and they create a bunch of trash. And so one thing is trash starts to build up, and if it builds up too much, your buildings become unusable. So what we can do is now we have 10 employees. What we can do is in the employee management tab, we can go down to the prioritized tasks, and this is pretty neat. Right now, the most important thing is repair, and then construct, and then ruins, dismantle, processing. Cleanup is at the very bottom, and you can see here in this menu or in this column. Oh, let me get rid of my face for a second here. Whoa. So over here, you see a jobs column, a active column, and a dedicated column. The jobs column will show you how many jobs there are, available to do. The active column will be how many jobs are being done, and the dedicated column shows you how many employees you have dedicated to just that one task. I experimented with this in my other playthroughs, and I found that it really kind of messes things up, especially if you have like an emergency situation. So I don't really do anything with the dedicated tab, but I will rearrange the priorities of the tasks so you can unlock it. And right now repair is at number 1, but we don't really need that. So I'm going to put cleanup at number 1, construct at number 2. And so anybody who's idle will just run over and start cleaning up. And I might put processing at number 3. So repair is going to be down a little bit of the ways. I think this would be more important if we were getting attacked more often and such. But right now, it's not a big deal. So then we'll relock it, which I don't think you have to, but this is kind of a nice thing. And so now we have 8 employees, 8 out of our 10 employees working on cleanup. And you can see them down here. They're running around to all the waste piles, and they're putting it in here so that everything's cleaned up. Because yeah, if this building got full of waste, then it just shuts down. So we'll leave the cleanup at number 1 for a minute. Let's go back in. Medium Gatling gun, hospital, hospitality. Oh, what's this? Increased ticket generation? Yeah, sometimes it unlocks stuff in early game that is late game stuff, and it's like, I don't need that right now. Yeah, I might go for these extra long pipes because we will need that soonish. And let's go ahead and convert a couple more employees. So these employees that are already here are cleaning up. These guys are monetizing. So everything's coming up Millhouse. I might as well turn my camera back on. So they're going to get out, throw up, and then go do something else. I might build another one of these. Oh, I should have built this more in the center of the room and had another one right here. Oh well. Okay, so we need 400 of these to build our turret. This is going to take a minute. 4 artifacts. Oh, we haven't surveyed this yet. Ooh, 6 artifacts. Let's grab that. So we're going to be building out this way so we can tap into this quarry there. So command center is 200, and definitely want to wait for command center. I guess we can get some more people while we're waiting. The office building, energy costs 32, so we're definitely going to need to start building power plants soon. The office building will give us 32 extra jobs, so I won't have to keep building monetization stations. It'll just have monetization stations built in. So that'll be nice. So now that we have the cleanup done, what I might do is put resources here, clean up there. So now they'll go out and grab these resources quicker. Not that they really needed to, I pretty much have it already. Oh. Yeah, I guess we can do reduce conversion waste since we're doing that a lot now. really need to be able to build it there. Man, I really want to build my turret first, but we're getting awfully low on this gas. I think I'm just going to go ahead and build it here, and we'll just have to wait for the turret. So if you build these close to the crevices, you get a lot more of the hexane or zethane or whatever it's called. Can't build on the crevices yet. Maybe in the future they'll have a building that can harvest just, you know, directly from the crevices, which would be cool. But as it stands right now, cannot. So that's going. That just gave us plus 20. I don't know why it's jumping around like that. It's a little weird. Yeah, I might just leave these. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. It took most of my money. Why is this? Oh, because I didn't finish. Possess a total of 20 tier 3 resources. Ah, I see. Okay. Ooh, improved generator output. Yes, please. That would be nice. Yeah, I think I'll put the new command center right there. 400 seems like so much, but I guess if we were converting some of these into level 3s, we'd actually get there a lot faster, so maybe I'll work on that for a second. Oh, yeah, I forgot we did this. You could just add another floor. People are probably going to die because there's no electricity going to the residential building now. Uh-oh. Dabalon, how's it going? Hope everyone started their week off proper. Eyes on the prize. Now goals set. Run the fade on this week with an attitude of gratitude to bring on changes of magnitude. Keep crushing streams and chasing dreams, baby. Will do. You too, Babylon. Or I should say, Dabalon. Alright, so let's see here. Now we have the super cool Gigantor factory with elevators. Go in here. Go up to floor 3. Yes, nice clean floor. So, we're going to start building bigger... Start building our big processors. And I think we'll probably only need these 2 for the moment. So pretty much like we did last time. In fact, it's going to be exactly like we did last time. Oops. I wish there was a quick way to like move something. But that's not too bad. And then we could even put, we might be able to put our trash here. So there's will be a nice walking area in between. Kind of like that better than what I had before. So now we need to build some relays. So I'll actually do that in the middle, even though I was like, oh, we could have some walking space. That's okay. Go ahead and assign a worker to both of these. Perfect. It's actually very nicely done. So now we should be able to get a lot more of this going because they're going to start putting them in here. I might put a storage here just for quick storage. Let's see how this is supposed to go. Yeah. Actually, that's not perfect. Let's make this. There we go. Now that's perfect. Put small ones. We don't need that. So this will generate more gas. And we can have small generators. Picture fit? No. This one, right? This is very nice. I like this a lot. I like how that turned out. It's very clean, organized looking. Okay, we are making some money now. Let's see. Reduce building upgrade time. Okay. I mean, we do upgrade all the buildings, pretty much. Ooh, it's bright out. Heavy fog. Okay, we've got quite a bit. Sensor range. Take artifacts. We'll go ahead and use that. Okay, we have enough for our turret now, which I think I want to put there. So that should defend us pretty well for this first attack. This is almost full again. So this keeps filling up because of the waste. So what I might do is, I think, let's see, what's a smokestack? Burns through waste, yeah. So we'll unlock the smokestack. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this while we can. We have plenty of time before those dudes are supposed to show up. What do we need for the office building? 300. Okay, we'll be there in no time, I'm sure. So that's pretty handy, these two energy hubs. So that's almost all of our buildings. I'm going to get minerals from this one. And once this one becomes active, I'll probably get minerals from that too. But I do want to... Why you no electricity? Oh. Okay, once we get 200, we'll build a energy plant. Oh, what we're gonna need. I think I'm gonna upgrade this. Yeah, I forgot the turrets take quite a lot of energy. I'm going to prioritize this so they get their butts over here. But they're working on moving that, probably because of the priorities I set. But that guy's coming over here. There it goes. I lost a citizen, probably because they couldn't go home. So that's going to help, and then we're going to build a power plant as soon as we can. I wish we could trade these. That'd be another cool thing to have. Some kind of trading element. And there we go. Prioritize that, please. I mean, you can see how fast we're getting minerals now that we can create level 3s. Okay, we're going to need some more of that soon. Where can we put it? There's just not very many places to build. I know what we can do. I've got an idea. Scientific education, yeah. Let's do it. It'll make the research go faster. Which, it's going pretty fast right now, but the more we research, the slower it goes. So eventually it's going to be really handy. What is this? Is that 42? Oh wow, that's actually higher than it was. So this is producing more and more. Let's see. So it is going down a little bit, but this has gone up. So what we're going to do here, we're going to build another turbine. We're going to build our command center. And we're probably going to have to build a power pylon right here to power the command center, so that's why I'm going to clear this out. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. And I have a plan for this. You'll see what it is pretty soon. So I'm going to upgrade this first. So there really isn't a huge penalty on running out of power, except just things just don't work. You know, like you can see my turret here, it keeps turning on and off. As long as we have that before this reaches 100%, we should be okay. It'll be done. So now, let me see here. So if we connect this, we'll get 1.5 plus 1.5, and then plus 0.3. I guess that's what that means. Anyway, the biggest reason to connect these two fuel turbines is that right now each one requires one employee, but if they're connected, it still only requires one employee. So we'll go ahead and connect them, and then that should automatically give this other one an employee because it's one guy or one person doing two jobs. You know, like it is in the real world. And so they're coming over to drop that isotope in there to upgrade that. There we go. Now we have plenty of electricity, plenty of fuel, so we should be stable for a little bit. Wonder how long it'll take to upgrade this. I guess we can find out. Let's get some more people here. So I do want to build an office. We can't yet, but we will pretty soon. Although I do also want to build a smokestack. So the smokestacks produce a ton of pollution, so you want them downwind from your populated areas. So I'm going to look and see which way the wind's blowing. Right now we have very low pollution, but the wind is blowing kind of from the northeast down to the southwest. So that means if I put it like here, it really won't affect my population that much, which is kind of what we want. So I'm going to build it here, and what will happen is they'll start taking waste out of the storage facility and putting it into the smokestack, and it'll just burn the waste away so we won't have it. I wish it would contribute to the power. That would be kind of a cool thing, even if it's just a little bit. Enough to offset it would be nice, but yeah. For now, all it does is get rid of waste, so you don't have to have a million of these storage containers all over the place. And we could also put air purifiers around it later on if we are really worried about the pollution, but I'm pretty sure the wind is just going to blow it off the side of the map here. This looks like it's almost done. It's got 3 isotopes remaining. So then we can build another thing there. Okay, so we're really going to need to get this up and going soon, because we're basically out of minerals. Call that ship down. That'll help a little bit. There we go. Go ahead and put a pylon there. That'll cover that. And it should connect to that one. And if not, I'll just upgrade it. So we've got some citizens dying. Okay, so this thing's done. Autosave complete, so we should be getting attacked pretty soon. Go ahead and grab both of these. Great, now we can do this. We're just surveying these, seeing which ones we want to dismantle right at first. Yeah, so we're getting a lot of trash build up around the machines here. So these hold 15 waste, and then they get emptied out into storage containers, which then gets fed into the waste machine. And I'm gonna build after this first attack. Once I get some more stuff set up, I'm gonna build roads, and that'll help this process go a lot faster. But we should be getting a ship coming in any second now. But our level 3 turret pretty much covers our entire base or anything that they'd really want to attack. So this should actually work out pretty good. Yeah, you can kind of see some boxes being stacked up on the outside here. That's kind of funny. I should upgrade this building too, so I can do some stuff with that. Maybe put some more conversion things in there. Wow, this one doesn't have any materials, or any minerals. I'm just gonna take the artifacts. Okay, any second now, guys.
For
There
every
they are.
drop of blood the council's squeezed from us, we'll squeeze 10 from you.
Good luck. So, yep, they're coming exactly from the direction I thought they would. Somewhere out here to the right. And they'll just kind of fly in. And so now what I'll do, actually, when I'm thinking about it, is I'll go in and we'll put the repair back up at priority, just so when they start damaging this, we can get it repaired quickly. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, cool. I've never used photo mode before. I'll play with that later. Yeah, this thing's not doing any damage. I mean, it's not even... My turret's not even being actively repaired, and it's fine. There it
When you
goes.
finally defect, I will pardon transgressions like this, Founder. I am nothing if not merciful.
So he's expecting me to defect from the council at some point. Maybe. So I'm going to go reset my priorities. And we're going to go ahead. Let's do ruins as number 1. Repair can be down here. Clean up. Let's just put clean up. There we go. I don't know. Something like that. We could get more into the weeds on that, but I don't think we need to. I think this is good enough. Wow, this building doesn't really have anything. So take that. Xane generated 197%. That's a good. This is a good one to have around. Okay, so we definitely need to get some more actual credits coming in. So what I might do, instead of building this mine, since we have all these buildings now that we can get minerals from, I'm going to build an office building. So it's under population. We need 300, so we're a little ways away still, but not too bad. In fact, if I might just move resources up to the top. Yeah, guess we'll go that way. Yeah, don't really need that stuff right now. So we're still making more credits than we're spending in employees, but not a lot more. So that's why we'll build this building once we get up to 300 minerals, and that'll add, I think, what is it, 32 jobs. So we'll have, because right now, let's see how many of our citizens have jobs. It doesn't really say. I think I've only got like 8 monetization stations, so definitely could use some more. How much power is that? 32. So we're definitely gonna need some more power. So I might actually just have to do that now. Well, that hurt. Yeah, let's leave that alone for now. That's 40. Oh, that has to be connected? Interesting. I suppose we can put power. Once this building's gone, we can put a power thing there and then upgrade it. That should upgrade it that now. we go. Same as before, we'll connect it with the other one. Burning so much waste. You can kind of see the pollution's getting up into the yellow here now when it was all green, but it's spreading out a little bit here, but it looks like it's pushing this way. Now, we can also build industrial fans right like behind it to push it even more. I haven't bought those yet, but that is an option. Actually, before I do that, let's get... Oh, no, I missed that one. Let's get some more people going. Yeah, I like these purification screens. It's interesting they're not processing. I'll do that. Hopefully people will start coming up. And is it just too dirty for them to get there? I think it only slows them down. Let's see if anybody comes up. Yeah, it's definitely slowing them down when they go in there. These look like they're running out of gas. Yep. 0. No living space in range. Oh, interesting. Uninhabitable. So I guess I'll just go ahead and move cleanup back up to the top, since that seems to be an issue. There we go, there's a level 3. So hopefully they'll clean this up. I wish you could prioritize buildings just in general, so that since the priority is set on cleanup, they'll come clean this up first. That would be cool. So does that mean these ones are too? Yeah, these ones are too far as well. Interesting. Oh man, look at this mess. Look at this mess. Maybe it's because there's just not enough places to put. Yeah, I think it's because there's not enough places to put the waste. So we'll go ahead and build some more facilities here so they can put waste in, because I think that's why they're not really doing much with this. I'll probably help them clean up stuff way faster. I think the advantage of connecting these is simply so you can upgrade both of them at once. I don't know if it actually gives us much more space or not. There we go, another 440 space. That's probably why all this stuff's sitting out here too. There's just nowhere to put it yet. So it says that everybody's busy. Just running, running, running. Yeah, they're cleaning. Great, I'll have this cleaned up in no time. Hopefully they get to this in a moment. That's just so I can get this. If I upgraded it, it would give us some more storage capacity. I think this will work. Yeah, I'm doing this floor first apparently. Probably also upgrade this so it can. Now the music sounds like Need for Speed 2. And we are losing money like crazy. This is bad. Upgrade that just so it's get people moved back in quicker. I mean, once they're done cleaning up this, I assume they'll move over to the housing. moving all the junk from here. Alright, I'm just gonna have to prioritize that. I need to get people moved back in. Alright. They already produced one waste. So I'm going to see who I can get here. Okay, so now we're making money again, which is good. But hopefully we can make a lot more money pretty soon. Just get some more people here. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, good. They completely cleaned up that building. Go ahead and upgrade the storage. Upgrade that storage as well. So now everything's full. Now we can get closer to building this office building. Alright, tons more storage. Getting so close. Alright, there we go. Build this office building. That'll help generate tons of money. But now that this is back... Oh, they're not on the work. But it lost that little symbol. It was saying that they didn't have... They weren't within a population range. It's because the thing was shut down. That makes sense. So hopefully I don't let the trash get bad again. I might designate some employees for the trash pickup. I usually don't like doing that, but we'll just put 2 there that are designated. And then I'll just make 2 more employees. So now I have 2 designated custodians, basically, who their only job is to clean up. And so that should hopefully help the situation. And we'll go ahead and prioritize this. I start. I might put construction back near the top. Yeah, somewhere in there. So this number, the projected daily income should shoot up after I get this situated the way I want. Yeah, put construct up there. Hopefully they get around to it a little quicker. There it goes. Come on, we gotta get this going before the work starts. Yeah, I don't really need the tickets. Reduce building connection time. I mean, it's almost instantaneous the way it is. Nice. So that went up from about 900 to 5,400. So there's our office. Everybody's working. So we could probably build another one soon. Yeah, we have enough to build another one, but I would rather get this mine going, which we need to. So we'll be able to research that after they're done working. Let's see, what else? Let's see if we can't get some more people. And I might. Yeah. Let's build another office. How much is the power? Oh, it's 32. Oh, gonna be cutting it close. Might upgrade this. And obviously make that a priority. So let's see here. Mine. transport hub. There we go, and then upgrade that and prioritize it. Great. Probably build another Xane plant there. I should start coming out here pretty soon to pick up this stuff. Okay. Come on, guys, grab this stuff. So these are the roads. The roads look so cool. These are basically trenches. They have like billboards with like ads and stuff. So what this does is it allows them to use trucks to transport from storage to wherever it needs to go. So it's pretty handy. And I'm going to buy a couple more trucks. So you can see it's picking up trash from there and moving it to the smokestack. So I don't know why they're not doing more stuff out here, but I do want to build a mine, which I can't until I have 200 of these. So let's move resources up. There we go. Now they're grabbing them. So you got to move the resources, and then they got to process it, construct, and then clean up. Process, clean up, then construct. I think I like that. I think I like that order, at least for now, for the moment. Generally, I'd like to build these buildings side by side, but I was in kind of a hurry, so oh well. I'm going to try to, let's see, let's clear these out. How much do I need for that? Yeah, 200. Yeah, we need some more people. Pollution's still not terrible. Yeah, it even says it's low. Probably because the wind is blowing it away. Okay, I think I'm going to build this mine and then probably call it a day. Pick up later. Go ahead and unlock this stuff because we have plenty of money now and we're generating it pretty quick. 9,000 per day. But we're only paying out 867. So not too bad. Okay, we're all full on something in here, probably trash, yeah. Alright, that's a good sign. Good. What's going on here? You have no electricity. That's weird. Interesting. That should do it. Not that it matters right now. Maybe later. Yeah, okay. Oh, long-range ballistics. That might be good to have. Let's go after that next. I like that. Yeah, I really should build a road over to there. But I want to build the mine first so we can start getting this stuff going. There we go. So I'm going to build it as far as I can so that A, it's in range of this pylon, but B, I won't have to transfer the materials as far. These roads cost 20 each. So I'm going to try to build this road so they can just go right to the storage facility. Which means I'll probably have to update that for storage, and I'll probably put another one here anyway, or maybe over here. Oh, I'm gonna have to move that pylon. I might have to move that pylon to right here. Right. So now, yeah, see, they're taking these out one by one. So once this road is built, which I guess we could put instruction at the top for a second. And let's go figure this. Long range ballistics, that's what we wanted. Now, once that road's complete, they should be able to take trucks. Let's see who else is online. Silver Metal Tavern. I think we'll go ahead and raid into Silver Metal. Who is playing? He's playing Gloomhaven with Core. So that'll be cool. Gloomhaven's a board game. So I'll wait for this road to be completed, and then we'll head over to Silver Metal Tavern. Cool. I think that's where I'm going to call it tonight. I'll do a save. This will be Trash R Us. Stream. So there we go. And then let's go ahead and raid into Silver Metal. Let me grab their dealie. And was it slash raid? All right. Thank you for joining me tonight. This has been Industries of Titan. We're going to raid into Silver Metal Tavern, who's playing a board game. He's pretty cool. He's a friend of mine in real life. So until I see you next time, take care of yourself, and fly dangerously.